Hi, buongiorno everybody. This is Massimo from Ariana and Friends. I'm one of the wine and food tour guides in our organization. Today, like most people in the world, I'm home. In theory, it's the first day of spring and we are all forced to stay home due to the coronavirus pandemic. Instead of providing one of my usual tours, we're gonna introduce it only. So from my home, I live next to an olive grove, so we will start with a walk in the olive grove to see how olives are, and then we're going to talk about our olive oil tasting tour. As you can see, we are walking down into the olive grove right next to my house. There are about 120 olive trees right where I live. They belong to the owner of my house, and this is quite a common thing here in Tuscany. A lot of people have olive trees in their property. I'm lucky enough to live right next to an olive grove as beautiful as this. When we start our introduction to the world of extra virgin olive oil, we start always from the plant, and we start saying, for example, that there are a lot of subspecies of olive trees available in all the world and here in Tuscany too. For example, this olive tree right next to me is a leccino, and leccino is visible because of a very tiny and long leaf, which is skinny and peaked like this. So you can see this is an example of a leccino olive tree. Right next, which is a quite very common thing here in Tuscany, is instead a frantoiano subspecies, and if you have a look, the density of the leaves is a different one, and also the shape, the color of the leaves is totally different, right? So you can see an example of a mixed olive grove here in Tuscany, leccino and frantoio. Another of the features of olive trees here in Tuscany that I always show when giving my tours is this very strange shape these trees have. If you have a look at them, they all have a couple of trunks, sometimes even three, sometimes even four. It's like a little bunch of trees that grow all together. This is a very common thing here in Tuscany, and it results from basically a disaster, a natural disaster. In these days we are experiencing a pandemic, but it's not the first time that our region is experiencing something terrible. 35 years ago, exactly in 1985, most of the olive trees in Tuscany were killed by a natural disaster. It was frost. It was in January 1985 when temperatures here sank to -20°C, and this kills a plant like this. So all these trees you see were reborn after that disaster from the original tree that used to be here until 1985 and that died completely because of frost. Its roots could grow new trees, and so you see here, for example, there are two, there are two, there are two. It's all new trees reborn from the roots that were the only parts of the original trees that could survive in the frost. So plants are now restarting their vegetation time. It's late March. All through April and May they will create a new vegetation, new twigs, new leaves. On the new twigs then olives will grow, right? Initially these are little flowers, and then in average one flower out of five will provide an olive. We are able to see the first olives in late May and early June. All through the summer, so June, July, August and September, olives will only grow and they'll be all completely green. Starting from the beginning of October, mid-October, some olives will start turning color. All olives turn color from green to black. And when the majority of them have started the turning of the color and become slightly brownish, purple, and eventually turning to black, that's the right time for us to harvest them. The harvest takes place in October, and in October, all of us, all the Tuscans producers of extra virgin olive oil, including me, including my dad, we pick our olives and we take them to the closest oil mill for squeezing. We're going back home to start preparing lunch, in which we'll be using, of course, extra virgin olive oil. I will introduce to you Anna Maria, the owner of the local oil mill from Volterra, right next to us here. Anna Maria will tell us what she does there and how her oil mill is. See you later.
Ciao Massimo, ben arrivati al frantoio dei colli toscani. Io sono Anna Maria, la titolare. Venite, entriamo dentro e vi faccio vedere le macchine. Questa macchina si chiama lavatrice ed è molto importante perché serve per lavare l'oliva prima di essere spaccata. Poi l'oliva entra in questa tramoggia e va nel frangitore. Il frangitore spacca il nocciolo e la polpa insieme e crea una sorta di piccolo patè d'oliva per prepararlo alla lavorazione nella gramola. In questa macchina, che è la gramola, si amalgama il prodotto tutto insieme. Acqua di vegetazione dell'oliva, nocciolo e polpa e olio, circa 20 minuti di lavorazione e il prodotto è pronto per passarlo alla centrifuga che separa il liquido dal solido. Adesso vi spiego che cos'è questa centrifuga. È una macchina molto importante perché questa macchina separa il liquido dal solido ma non si butta via niente. È una fonte di energia perché a parte l'olio e l'acqua di vegetazione che servono alla separazione e diventano alimento, il resto viene separato, seccato ed è un ottimo combustibile. Questo è il nocciolino già pronto per alimentare le stufe a pellet e a nocciolino. Mentre l'acqua di vegetazione che esce dal separatore dopo aver tolto tutto l'olio va in un'altra macchina e alimenta un impianto di biomassa di 1 mega per la produzione di energia elettrica. Quindi questo mondo non inquina, è tutto bio, tutto free e non si butta via niente, si recupera qualsiasi elemento dell'oliva. Dalla centrifuga si passa al separatore che separa l'acqua di vegetazione dall'olio. In 45 minuti arriva l'oliva e lì esce l'olio. Si purifica completamente ed esce verde, profumato, il migliore al mondo, l'olio del frantoio dei colli toscani.
After meeting Anna Maria at her place, now we're back in my kitchen. We are preparing lunch today. We are making a nice topping for pasta with artichokes and on a base of onions. I'm gonna use, of course, olio extravergine d'oliva, quite an amount because in our culinary tradition we like giving it generous amounts, like this. So we are now starting to cook, and I'll show you later my beautiful pasta with artichokes. And here we go. Last thing, a little bit of the peppery oil from Anna Maria, and my pasta is ready. Buon appetito! Oh, and a last thing to remember, extra virgin olive oil must stay in the dark, never keep it in the light like this. So, back in the cupboard and close it.